traditional territory of the Ktunaxa, the Syilx, and the Sinixt people, and is home to the Métis and many diverse Aboriginal persons. We honor their connection to the land, rivers, and respect the importance of the environment to our strength as a community. So, item number 2, our first round at the consent agenda. Recommendation is that the Nelson Police Board accepts the consent agenda as presented. The following items, 2A through 2E. Is there any of those that anybody would like to pull out for separate discussion? I see lots of head shaking. So then I will ask for a motion for the recommendation to adopt the consent agenda. That's been moved. Is it second? That's been seconded. All those in favor, opposed, and that carries. And then I'm just gonna, of course, pull out an agenda item. I'm gonna give this, well, no, because you know what, I'm gonna do this now and take up 2 seconds.
It comes up later in the
Does it
agenda.
come up later? I
Yeah.
thought it was in there. Okay.
No. That's just my report on the board meeting that we had.
Oh, okay, so it isn't here, because I just looked for it. I didn't see it, sorry. Okay. Public participation. We've got no public participants.
Yay.
So,
Should be happy about that. But
no, I think it's great that they come, and I think that they've come and checked out the new chair and are satisfied at least for this next month or so. Item number 4, business arising from previous board meetings. So for A, the BC Association of Police Boards Awards Program.
So we gave everybody another month to think
Mhm.
about that.
So but
I don't really have any feelings either way, really. Like,
I think if there's an opportunity to celebrate, then
Yeah.
I'm for adding more positive morale. Is where I kind of come at it from.
yeah, I wanted to ask a question of
Yeah.
you folks, all 3 of you there. Like if you thought that that was a positive, would be positively received amongst the members.
I think it would.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely members internally that do some very innovative things that probably, should be recognized, for something in regards to revamping a policy or implementing a new design that reduces, creates efficiency. So yeah, I definitely think so.
Just noting, because one of the questions we were talking about last time, but I'm noting that the intended nominators for innovation and for governance is the police board. So, I mean, we would probably be dependent on you guys
Yeah.
to bring to us examples that you think needed to be recognized.
So you're okay with that?
Because how would we know?
No, exactly.
Well, and the cost for this is $350 a year. It's
Yeah.
Very expensive.
expensive?
It's very inexpensive.
Oh, yeah, expensive, yeah. That's what I thought.
I actually considered this and thought, is there anything that we could do for $350 that is going to be a better bump up of morale in or, and I could think of nothing really.
Yeah.
Especially because this is a framework that is just
Yeah.
handed to us.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
will provide us with publicity materials and everything too.
Mhm.
So,
the community one.
well, very little effort on our part.
No.
Yeah.
Good.
I can't really relate to it, but I know it's very much part of the police culture.
Yeah.
That you give awards and badges and, whatever, so. It fits the culture.
Yeah, it's just a way of recognizing people for something that we wouldn't normally see.
Well, I think in terms of the community, so anybody that had concerns about the community board, we could discuss it as a board, but what I would probably see is that Shiloh would work with Ginger Lester, the city, and that we would have some kind of release in terms of, for people that have had a wonderful interaction with the police. So, I mean, there's ways that we can look at how that one would roll out without having to put something more on the chiefs or the deputy chief's plate to have to try to do the
I think
communications.
it's nominated by the community, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why I say where Shiloh would work with our
Totally.
communication so that we would, once we get more information about
Yeah.
how we would
Yeah.
advertise it.
Well, I
To get
think that
feedback.
draft press
Yes,
releases would be
perfect.
provided to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
That's great.
In other
we
words,
would
it
do that
wouldn't
with
take
the
up a
city.
lot of Shiloh's time.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Great.
Okay, so a motion is there that we go ahead with the joining the BC Police Board Awards Program at a cost of $350. Is there a mover? It's been moved, it's been seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed, and that's carried.
Okay.
Moving on to item number 5, we have Chief Constable's reports.
This will be fairly quick tonight, as I'm sure you can appreciate the last 3 weeks or month has been pretty focused on 1 or 2 events and supporting the families and dealing with the tragedy here. But in regards to the BC Association of Municipal Chiefs and the Association of Chiefs of Police, the big meeting is next week, so I should have a fair bit to report at the next meeting, but there really hasn't been a whole lot of activity other than a little bit of committee work this past month, so not really anything to report there. The community policing and Nelson Police Foundation, I'm going to put those 2 together just because, again, dealing with the tragedy from the past month, there's been quite a bit of community involvement and support by the community, but lots of discussions with the community and various groups in the last month that has been fantastic. We don't have the finalized numbers yet, but some of the fundraising that was done apart from the GoFundMe page, which was, I think, getting pretty close to that target, 100,000. I haven't checked it this week, but the burger, beverage, and Leafs game night that we had, it looks like it's going to quite easily be over $5,000 raised from that. It was a pretty big success. And then on top of it, we had the puck drop where Wade's 2 boys that play hockey came up and participated in the puck drop along with Matt's sister, Emily, his fiance, Mel, Cheryl's sister, Shannon, Wade's wife, Cheryl's sister, Shannon, participated in that too. So I think it was a fantastic turnout at both events at Finley's and then at the game. So it's very nice to see. I think that actually wraps up my reports for this month.
And I was the lucky winner.
Yes, I heard. I had to go get ready, but thanks for
Twice.
donating.
So then we go to the hockey game and Mike went and played some other game and we won a big popcorn maker that I'm like, for God's sakes, we're leaving now.
What happened to the popcorn maker?
I was at home. It'll be brought out for some kind of, I'm gonna just pack it around to events, you know, when we have it in here. I'll be bringing the popcorn maker.
Well,
Hey, we could have it for our meetings.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
that would be nice because when you mentioned morale things, the crew was talking about how nice it would be to have a popcorn maker. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Want to donate it to the department?
I'm not implying you donate it. Bring it.
Yeah,
Once in a while.
if I bring it, they will use it. Yeah.
They will build it.
Yeah.
They build it.
Well, even the smell alone boosts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Part is all you need.
Exactly. So, motion to receive the report of the police chief. Moved, seconded, all in favor? Okay, carried. Moving on to item number 6, Deputy Chief, looks like you've got restorative justice update.
I do, and I don't have anything to update at this point, so there's no update,
So no changes.
no changes.
Item 7, director's reports. So we're gonna go to Sue.
Well, you've already had my report. It's the one that was in the consent agenda, and we're going
Yeah.
to talk about the conference in the in-camera
Okay.
meeting.
Oh, in camera, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything to report because has been just an unbelievable month. And as I'm developing I guess my report is as I develop the job description to be the mayor, you know, I'm adding more things in about being the chair of the police board as well. So, new business on number 9, BC Association of Boards conference sponsorship. Anybody want to take that
Well,
on?
On that one, my question is, what have we given in the past? Do you know, Shiloh?
Usually a coffee break.
Mhm.
Okay. How much is a coffee break?
500.
Yeah.
I move we do a coffee break again at 500.
I just have a question. As the hosts, are we incurring any additional costs as the hosting community?
No, we're not. The budget is the BCAPD's budget.
Okay.
And there will be some of our time, I hope,
Yeah,
that will all help, make things happen, sit at tables and hand out badges or whatever is required. But other than that, no, there's no expense to us.
Cool.
And then just in terms of sponsorship, and I don't know how this works, but have we thought about asking the police foundation? Is that within the, I don't, this is where I'm so lacking in knowledge around all of this. Would the police foundation want to sponsor a coffee break? Or,
I think we could ask them, but I would tend to say they're more community
Community
safety.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. That's my question. I just don't know
Actually,
where.
the reason it's a good question, I think, Janice, is because if there's a lot of more public recognition, if the police foundation wanted to, make a statement to the whole BCAPB about their support of the Nelson Police Department, maybe they would want to donate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of think, let's just let that just stew for a bit, I guess, in terms of the fact that I would be hoping that somehow we would be connecting some dots there. I don't know if they're, community-driven, community initiatives. It's just another group that we need to make sure that we're involving with this opportunity to have the board come.
Well,
I think I've never been to any of these things before. I'm at a loss.
Yeah. I'll commit to Veronica that Nelson will do
Yes.
$500 and then we can
decide.
decide among ourselves whether we want to have that conversation with the foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, my understanding of the foundation was that it supports the department, the programs, like.
Yes,
not the
internal.
Administrative.
Yeah.
Meetings of the boards or whatever. For me, there isn't that connection.
Yeah, Chief, do you know if the other municipal forces have foundations?
Do some research to find out who does.
I
what.
think VPD does, but
You'd say the majority.
Big PD does, Delta does.
yeah, okay. Okay, so there's been a motion on the floor that $500 be put forward to sponsor a coffee break at the upcoming BC Association. That's been moved by Sue and seconded by, thank you, all those in favor, and that's carried. Should we be putting in there, sorry, maximum of $500?
Yeah, just for a coffee break. We'll
Yeah.
sponsor a coffee break.
And typically do more, like, different sizes of police boards tend to seem like the 500, 600, 700, like, depending on the size of the board. Decide what donation to give, or is it just where your budget lies?
I think it's wherever they want to. And don't forget that what this sponsorship means is that when people go to the table for pastries or whatever it is for the coffee break, the Nelson Police Board will be there listed as sponsoring it. So it's a little bit of publicity. And so I suspect, the VPD is going to do something more substantial in a coffee break.
And then do local businesses also get, like, if we buy the pastry steak from Oso, does Oso get a shout out to that, or is it up to us to decide those?
Actually, Veronica is the one who organizes
Okay.
all the food,
Okay.
and she's doing it with local suppliers.
Directly.
And she'll use anyone we suggest, like they're going to use Alligator Pie
Okay.
for the food at the museum, for example. And the Hume is doing the food in the hotel. So,
Okay, so no further questions on that. Item number 10 is adjournment of the open meeting. And just a reminder that the next meeting is not going to be on Wednesday. It's going to be on Tuesday, and I'm thankful to all of you who were able to allow that to be moved because I'm off to Kimberley for local government meetings on Wednesday mornings. So, okay.
do we have to make a motion for that? So moved.
And that is carried. And if I could have a motion to